everyone, welcome to our first Ask Abdela. If you're new to this channel, hey, I'm Abdela Elizabeth Phillip and I create content which have to emit Jesus. And let's go start with today's video, which is about the questions you send me on Instagram for Ask Abdela. Let's go to our questions. Number one on our list for to answer is how old are you and how old is your brother? So for the people who don't know, I have an elder brother. He's 1 year, 5 months elder than me. He lives in Dehradun. He's a pastor. He is 20. His name is Abel Princeton Phillip. He's 28 years old, and I am 26 year old for another 2 months. One, let's stay 2 months because my birthday is coming on April 15th. So yeah. Okay, so the next question is the advice to a single woman struggling in her waiting. First of all, I would say that eliminate the word struggling. Your singlehood is something that you are supposed to embrace. That is something that I did. I remember a night before my wedding, that was 25th of May 2021. I just closed my eyes and I was in my room and I was just saying thank you to Lord for giving me the best singlehood of my life ever. I enjoyed every single day of me being single with Jesus. This is a time that will never come back. Embrace it. Having said that, I'm not saying that God have not kept somebody for you. He has surely has something so beautiful that when you meet that person, you will be amazed by how good God and His choices would be. That is what happened to me. So eliminate the word that you're struggling. Don't say that you're struggling in this area. If you need to tell yourself every waking morning that, hey, listen, you're beautiful and your singlehood is amazing and you gonna enjoy it and live it with your Jesus and make the most of it, you will make the most of it. And the day that you find your husband or your wife, it won't be from a place of striving but from a place of abundance, and that's such a beautiful place to be. I hope this answer helps you. Moving on to our next question. So somebody asked, okay, so a lot of you ask about my new haircut, people who know me of course, and a bunch of the questions was, it's nice, why did I cut my hair, how am I feeling with the new hair, I look good with the new haircut, why you went short. Okay, so there is a backstory of suddenly from my wedding. It's not even a year to my wedding, and I literally went from my rib length height uh, to so short to my almost shoulder short I went. So I always, from my school life, I always said this to myself that when I get, the moment that I'm getting married, I want long hair. I want to be a bride with long hair. Now extensions and all that are an option. Back then they were not. So I was thinking that I would have my own hair, long hair, which I was happy. And I told myself once I'm done with the wedding, I will go on experimenting with my hair. So as soon as I was done with my wedding, I guess the second week of our wedding is when I asked Everson, I told Everson that, hey, I'm gonna color my hair. I just colored the ends of my hair into, I guess it was a burgundy. I don't remember, it was for a short while. And then I asked him to chop, and then I asked him to again chop, and then again chop. So I guess last Everson cut my hair, my husband, for the people who don't know, was like till here, the last length I had. And I always told myself that I won't, because I know I want to go short and this is like the final cut I wanted to have. It's called a graduation cut or long bob or whatever you want to call. I wanted this haircut for 2 years. I waited, and I also told myself that, hey, listen, if I'm going from experimenting all this on my hair and getting cut, I would only spend on the final haircut. I won't spend again and again because I know I would like gradually go up. So that's the story. Because it was the final one, I went to a salon and did a spa and got a haircut and enjoyed my movement. Put out a reel if you watched it. If you don't, please do follow me on Instagram. Uh, yeah, so that's about it. Am I loving it? Yes, I am. I'm getting used to it, but I'm loving it. Will I go shorter than this? Probably not this time. Now I want to go back to growing it long whenever it grows. So that's all about my hair. Okay, so the next question is Pastor Amit and Geeta Kamble your spiritual parents? Yes, they are. I wouldn't put the word spiritual. Maybe that's a simpler way for you to put it across. I have always considered them as equal to my biological parents. That is what they are for me. If somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, are you Pastor Amit's daughter or are you Pastor Geeta's daughter?" So I never say, "Hey, I'm their spiritual daughter." I always say I'm the daughter, and that's the exact way it's from their end. So yeah, that's that. I so wonder that people still ask this question after so many years. Okay, so the next question is, when you first met Jamima, if I, I, I assume and I believe, I don't have to assume, I think it's Jemima Rodriguez. Um, I first met her when I went like in person when I went to Mumbai this time around. That's when I met her, and when did we? I guess we connected last year, 2020, 2021 somewhere. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the next question is from a person called Salome. I wanted to meet you at Mumbai airport when you were traveling. I work at the airport. I am so sorry that I didn't know about it or didn't see your message regarding it. I guess I was there for a very short time. I think even if I knew, I wouldn't have met you because I was already late for my flight. I was running and going and getting the flight. But hey, the next time in Mumbai, and if I fly down or fly from Mumbai and you're still there, ping me and I'll try my best to see you. Okay, so the next is you and Ebbison are perfect godly couple. How? Um, I wouldn't say that we are perfect. We're a godly couple, yes, I would admit that. We are from no angle perfect. We are uh, two perfectly loved people by God, living and trying to know each other one day at a time, wanting to love each other more one day at a time. I guess intentionality in knowing and loving, wanting to love that person is very needed. You can't just do like, hey, I love you once in a lifetime and that you feel like that's sorted. एक बार I love you बोल दिया तो 10 साल के लिए sorted. It doesn't work that way. I think marriage is a place where you grow daily, you put in efforts daily, and with all that, you know that you can't do this without God. It's just the awareness that we both have that even for loving each other we need God. Even to be a husband or be a wife, we need each other. So I think that is what something that works for both of us. Okay. Next question would be, how did you know that God chose Edison as your husband? When God is involved, you have that undivided peace about that person, and everything just works together for good, and you feel that with that person. So I guess that's how I knew that this is the person God have kept for me to be my husband, and I'm glad I couldn't have asked or thought any better for myself. So God did good, and He did amazing, and I'm grateful. Okay. So next question is creative things to do in a youth fellowship. I guess Edison would be the perfect person to answer it. For the people who don't know, he's a young adult pastor in our local church here in Hyderabad, Praise and Grace. And he is an amazing young adult pastor. He's so cool. I love the way he does things. So I can tell a few things that he does. in youth meetings. He never, not never, but he mostly likes to gather around, sit in a circle, and know and do life rather than to preach life. Somebody wise said this, that people are looking for leaders who they can relate to, or who are real, rather than the leaders who are right. I guess you being real to your community and people that you do life with is very important. Do creative things, do creative ways of connecting. Don't limit the boundaries of, hey, somebody would preach, somebody would sing, and that's how we wrap the youth meeting. Fellowship with the people. I'm not saying worshiping or preaching is wrong. Nowhere am I saying that, but apart from that, get together, play games, or share stories, or share testimonies, uh, watch something together, watch Chosen together, or watch something that will bring out the glory of God or revelation of God for you. Do that. Communicate more and go for like game days or something. Just go out with your youth group, play games, and just the bonding of community in youth groups are very needed, where the people in your group know that, hey, if I have to fall back, I can fall back on this person. Just that safe space. Yeah, try to build that, and that'll be amazing. I hope I help it a little bit. Mm. So the next question is how to choose the right friendship. This is such an important question. I feel like if you have good five people, or even good one friend that you can confide in when you're falling, he can bring you back to the cross. He can show the reflection of God that you are. You need that kind of friendship. You Any friendship that makes you feel less of yourself, says things about you that Jesus would never say, stay away from those friends. It's better to lose people and relationships like that, who doesn't want to value you or see you as Jesus sees you. So make sure that you're invested in people that lift you up. If you're creative, somebody that would motivate your creativity rather than subdue your creativity, saying that you can't do it. Be very vigilant in whom you share your heart, whom you share your things with. So when it comes to friendship, very pick be a pickly pick in picking your friends, and because it's important who you let in your life. It's okay that you don't have a big friends group, even if it's that one friend who is faithful. Trust me, it's better than having 10,000 who. Next question is, why am I so beautiful? I am beautiful because Jesus fearfully and wonderfully made me. Um, Somebody asked, how am I when you coming to Goa? Lots of love from Goa. Hey, thank you. Love from Hyderabad to you. When am I coming to Goa? I don't know, but hopefully soon. And thank you for all the love. Okay, so the next question is, can we marry a guy who is Hindu, but he loves Jesus and he prays every day and only believes in work? When it comes to marriage, don't just go through emotions, because emotions are there today, it won't be there tomorrow. You are not Make sure that you are in control of your emotions, not your emotions in control of you, because not a good place to be. God has given you authority over your emotions. Overcome that, and know that if that is the person, God will give you the peace about it. Also, you will know that sometimes some heartbreaks are okay, because when you get the person that God brings for your life, who is a God ordained, you will know the waiting was worth it. So, yeah, I hope I made sense to you. Next question is, are you moving to Dallas? If I say a yes, my in-laws will be so happy right now, and all Emerson's cousins in the US. Um, no, I'm not moving to Dallas. We are not moving to Dallas anytime soon. We don't have any plans to move to Dallas, but I do want to go and visit Dallas, because I haven't never met Eberson's parents, and his dad is old and little ill in his body. So I do want to go visit them. Just pray that my visa comes through and I get to go see them soon, because it's gonna be one close to 1 year of their son being married and they haven't seen their daughter-in-law. Same for me, I have never seen my in-laws in person. So yeah, just that. Moving, no. Visiting, yes. Please pray for it. Um, okay. So the last question is, how do you know when God is speaking to you or when something is God's will? Um, there's no doubt in God's voice. I feel like I know when is God speaking to me. It's very clear. It's not one, it would have this undivided peace with it, even if it sounds the craziest thing in your head. You will have this peace when God talks to you about something. Could be as crazy as if God tells you move to another city, leave all that you have here and go. That sounds crazy, but even in that crazy voice of God, you will have this peace that you will know that if God's saying a move, let's move and let's go ahead with this. Because when God is involved, His peace is involved. He is the Prince of Peace, and He wouldn't make a turmoil in your heart with His voice. He always calms uh, the raging seas. He always says, "Be still." So that's how He deals with you. So that that would be one way of the many ways that you can know that it is Him, and you can be assured that His voice and God speaking to you. And that's about it. Um, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sending in questions. If you have any questions, I guess the next time I do Insta questions, you can put it there. Follow me on Instagram, or else you can put your questions down in the comments with hashtag Ask Abdela, and I'll make sure to ask your questions on the next Ask Abdela. This was fun doing with you. God bless you. Thank you for all the people who sent in their questions. I hope my answer was of some help to you.